You clicked on this video because you want to learn how to write a formal business email. Well, I don't want to waste your time. This is your teacher Soroush, and let's get to it.
Sensational.
If you're starting a business or you're planning to work internationally, you need to learn this because the way you communicate most of the times is through emails.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
So let me show you how to write a professional business email. You'll learn how to ask for sample products, discuss prices, and last but not least, express interest in future cooperation. Writing a clear and professional business email is very important, especially when you contact a company for the first time. If your email is professional, you are more likely to get a good response, or maybe a better deal, or maybe a very, very good partnership.
Nice.
Now let's break it down step by step. Step 1, the subject line. Everybody, your subject must be clear, to the point, and at the same time easy to understand. For example, product sample request and business inquiry. Alright, so it tells the reader what exactly do you want, and you're likely to get a fast response. Then we have the greetings. What does it mean? So you have to open, we call it opening. Open your email with a greeting. If you know the company, you can use the company name. If you don't know the person, you can write Dear Sir or Madam. So if you know the company name, for example, Dear Apple Team, Dear Google Team, Dear YouTube Team. Or you can say Dear Sir or Madam.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Step 3, you need to introduce yourself, and properly, in a very good way. Okay? So it's no use if you open it with Dear Sir or Madam or Dear Apple Company and you don't introduce yourself. My sample would be like this. For example, my name is Soroush. I'm the founder of new fashion and lifestyle brand based in Istanbul. So you need to talk about yourself, your business, and your place of operation. And after that, you introduced yourself. Now what? Well, now you start with the requests. For example, in my sample that I'm going to show you, the first part is to request product samples. And also, it's very important to use formal language. Do it in a good way, in a polite way. For example, I would like to kindly ask for a sample of your products for evaluation. And in the next step, we're going to ask for details. For example, about pricing, minimum order quantities. For example, there's a minimum that you have to order or else they don't do business with you. And also shipping, if that company is going to send it to you. All right, and you can do it like this. Could you please provide more information about your wholesale prices, minimum order quantities, and international shipping options? So you ask a question in a good way and you use could you. Don't worry, I will give you the vocabulary. And step 6, last part in your request, is expressing future interest. Okay, so you can end your email by expressing your desire to work with that company, to have possible collaborations in the future, and you can do it like this. For example, if the samples meet the expectations, okay, if the samples meet the expectations, we would be very happy to discuss a long-term partnership. And that's the way you can write it down in a very, very good way. So now what? You ask for everything you wanted. What's gonna happen now? Well, you need to end your email in a good way. We call this closing. How do we do it? Again, in a formal and friendly manner, okay? For example, you can say, thank you for your time and assistance. I look forward to your reply. Best regards. Okay, and after that, you can write your name or your company name. For example, in this case, I wrote Soroush, founder of Limitless Fashion. Okay, and there are other ones. For example, sincerely yours, yours truly, okay, yours faithfully. So there are so many samples on the internet that you can use, and I will give them to you.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Nicely done. So now on your screen you should see a step-by-step breakdown. In step 1, we talked about the subject line. Always write a clear subject line. And I gave you examples. And after that we have the greeting. You open your email either by dear sir or madam if you don't know the person's name. Or if you know the company's name, you can start with, for example, dear Google team, dear Apple team. Use the company name between the dear and team. So remember, this is a business email, so you should introduce yourself. Talk about yourself and your business. And after you introduce yourself, in part 4, you request for the samples, again, in a very polite, formal and kind manner. And in this particular example, we asked for samples. Then after that, we talk about the details, about pricing, minimum order quantities, and shipping options. And in the last part, we express future interests. You need to always make your contacts interested and curious about your business. And if you're able to make them ask questions, boom, jackpot, you got them. And last but not least, always remember to close your email politely. Use formal and friendly ending. I've shown you some examples on the screen. Okay, you have all the tools needed to write a business email. Lock and load. I'm going to show you my example. Again, the subject, product sample request and business inquiry. Dear sir or madam, that's the opening. My name is Soroush and I am the founder of a new fashion and lifestyle brand based in Istanbul. So I talked about myself, my business, and my business location. I recently came across your company and was impressed by the quality and designs of your products, particularly your Italian fabric clothing line. I'm currently sourcing potential suppliers for our first product launch, and I would like to kindly request a sample of your products for evaluation. This will help us assess the quality and suitability for our target market. Additionally, I would appreciate if you could provide information on your wholesale pricing, minimum order quantity, and international shipping options to Turkey. If the samples meet our expectations, we would be happy to discuss a long-term partnership. Okay, so you can see I wrote a clear subject. I started my email very good, a good opening. I introduced myself and talked about my business, and then I came with the requests. And now it's time to close the email. Thank you for your time and assistance. I look forward to your reply. Best regards, Soroush, founder of Limitless Fashion. That was good, wasn't it? Okay, now first I'm going to give you some useful phrases that you can use in writing a business email, one by one. Again, I am writing to inquire about, for example, your sample products. Could you kindly provide us with your tax number, for example? We are currently sourcing suppliers in Italy. I look forward to your reply. Thank you for your time and assistance. Okay, so after this, I'm going to give you a writing practice. And now it's your turn, my friend. Okay, in the description part, you can see it. I've put a worksheet for you. You're going to write a business email yourself, and there's the summary of the lesson over there that you can download, and you can use it to practice or teach it to your friends. Why not? The choice is yours. And that's it for the short lesson today. Everyone, thank you very much for watching. If you like my work, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to download the lesson summary in the description part. As always, I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any suggestions on what to teach, please let me know. New lessons coming up every single day. I'll try my best to upload every day. I'll be seeing you very, very soon. Keep practicing. I've got your back. As long as I breathe. Be seeing you, my friend. You're smart. You're precious. Never let yourself down. Do your best. Bye bye.